place I should be, but my music is popping up too loud. Oh man, I really should do this. I have to find a little bit of a solution for this. No, still too loud. That's better. Where is my picture? There am I! Hello, welcome, welcome to this Monster or Bust stream, and there he is. My bust. Well, not my bust, but the bust that I own, and it's Thevius! Yay! Welcome everybody! And sorry, yeah, I'm still working on the angle of my camera, especially because now I have a new light above my desk, a really great light from Game Envy, the Lucent light, I believe it's called. Does it say anything? Game Envy, Hobby, Innovation, Game. No, it doesn't say anything. But great light, 5 LED strips that just light up my projects. Unfortunately, right, one is right up there, and I'm a little bit afraid that it will be in oh, there you see the backside. Also, I have changed chairs. I'm on my knee chair again. Not that I'm as my great gaming chair. I cannot sit at this angle. So, as always, pro streamer, let's refit everything on my and talk with my mouth full of brush. Yay! Anyhow, oh, look at that great point at my brush. Off my brush. Yeah, my brush care is since half a year not when it should be, and yes, I am a brush licker to get that point back at some point, pun intended. But as you can see, I did clean it first, and I know that there are brush lickers out there that also lick the brush when there is still paint on it. Do what you want to do. My tip, don't do that. If you want to if you feel the need to lick a brush, do it when it's clean. Please. That I say that I see the great painter that I did see that do that on YouTube in front of me. He was painting a Viking maiden with a big shield, looked like one of the characters from the series Viking, and he indeed, to thin down his paint while painting the bush, the bust. Oh, it's going to be a great stream today, guys. So he was painting that bust, and to thin down the paint on his brush, he did not use water, he used his saliva. And hey, hello John the Templar, welcome, welcome, how are you doing? Yes, I realize. I'm okay, thanks. Hope everything. I'm okay. Hope everything is good with you. Now it is. I have weekends after again a busy week, but yeah, I'm doing good. Have done a lot of work, streaming things, and hey, Chewy MP. Yeah, your stuff was always good, but you stepped up a notch for sure. Oh, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. And yes, I do have sometimes my good moments of beginner's luck. First time I painted especially the face and a little bit of his gauntlet with a lot of blending, wet blending. Thank you very much. And how are you doing, Chewy? And there we have the first of things I am going to tell later when I guess my brain is too full. Top man, your stuff looks great. Stop, not stop. Yeah, okay, yeah. As you can see, September 5th is my Twitch anniversary, my third one, and this year I am definitely going to do something with it, as it is literally the Saturday after that, the 7th. It's my first day of my vacation, and I'm planning to in that vacation to stream a lot more, as I haven't streamed a lot. And Chewy, I haven't picked up a brush since October, so I'm about to start up again. Yeah, I can only say please do. It's since October. Hope nothing too serious. Well, yeah, if you stop, I mean, not like yeah, whatever reason you had to not pick up your brush. I have no idea how yeah, how to bring it in a nice way. You haven't painted, that's bad enough. Although I have painted somewhere here and there, as you can see, even finished my my lung dragon. But the last few, I can say the last few months. Okay, slow down, Baldy, slow down. Think before you speak. On normal work days, my painting is also not what it has been. It was moving and lost a bit of interest in paint. I can definitely understand that. As maybe you have heard, I am sitting in my new approved workshop. Not that I had to move, but it had to be renovated completely. I had to take everything out, which yeah, I'm still struggling a little bit with all the tension that brought along, and my whole work is at work. There's a lot of things, changing, and that's a little bit too much in even a few months. So I can definitely understand that you lose interest when you're busy with real life things, and it's good that you can, especially for things that are that stressful, at least it's not something you can completely do without. But if it is your if it is the one thing that relaxes you, yes, most of the hobbies that you do for relaxing, if you cannot do it, it's one way good that you can stop for a while with it. But then starting with it, it's also but I guess it is also a little bit the thing I have with, after the renovations, starting again where I left off. It's, I don't know, I did have a great start this year, painted at least 2 minis a week, and then came the renovations, and I'm completely out of that whole thing. Maybe it was a little bit too much. Together with all the work. The good thing is, in September I have 3 weeks holiday. My normal summer holiday. Where's my whole schedule? This is August. Well, I will be streaming as normal, as far as I am able. So mostly the Friday and Saturday. I still am trying to get a stream in somewhere in the on weekdays, but never mind. It's yeah, September is the most important one. As I said, I am Twitch affiliate, and from officially September 9th till September 27th is my holiday. I will be streaming a lot more in those weeks. I'm not going on vacation or anything. I barely do. I will go cycling a bit more on those days, just also for getting a little bit of physical training, exercise. And in the evenings I will stream. I will see if I can get to build a Asher gang for Necromunda. I will not stream everything about that, but I will also, but at least make a Asher gang, and want to make them very flexible with magnets. First time doing that, see how that goes. And I'm also planning on some building streams. I did buy the Necromunda starter box, let's call it that, the game box. And I am, and there was already a little bit of scenery in there. For your information, I have played Necromunda before, years before this box came out. I even have the old, oh, that's what huh. If there are people interested in, then I can do a little bit of a show and tell about the old and new stuff. Well, at least the old and new books. But we will see. So that's about September. More streams, mainly all Necromunda. I have I'm planning on streaming Tuesdays till Saturday, just to get a little bit more streaming done, as I have not been streaming as regularly and often as I want to. So for UK and for the European mainland, well, UK is 1 hour behind us, so if I stream at 8 o'clock, you have to switch to Twitch at 7. But that will be, so that will be 5 days a week. Oh damn, that is almost like a work week. Oh no. And after September we have August. Oh, September, yeah, we have August. No, that's before. We have October, and as you probably all know, that's called Scaretober in my little corner of the internet. So I will probably do something. Now I'm already telling you guys, not that it is a big problem, but you will hear that later on again. as soon as I have the Raiders from Muses Touch in. She's doing her show and tell on Saturday, and there was a lot of stuff to show and tell. So she's taking a little bit extra time. So I will just stop talking about my plans. You will hear them, what you already have heard. You will hear again in a moment, and about October you will hear later. Unless you say, yeah, but I'm only here for the moment and I'm gone in a second. I mean, I don't want you to miss out. Although if you go to my Discord, or if you even are on my Discord, you should already have some messages gotten there, as I have posted the schedules already. And as you can see, I am slapping some paint on the Thevius bust. It's a black leather from Scale Color. I started with a black primer, and I believe even I painted over it with a almost black dark gray paint. Oh, I should have to read my notes before the stream, so I could say that it is so. But it's definitely not a normal black that I have used here. And the nice thing about the black leather from Scale Color, it's not black, it's a very, very dark purple. But if you use it over a black, or as I did over a very dark gray, it definitely gives already a nice highlight. I really should take better care of my brushes. Again, yes, that's too much thinner. And let's get to something else. Meanwhile, Chewy, if you are planning on getting back into painting, what are you planning on painting first? Any ideas, any wishes that you are going to, minis that you are going to paint? Or is it literally just, I have a whole box full of minis and I just paint the first one that I find in that box? Also quite a nice idea. Now I am giving myself an idea, because I know when I start painting on my Escher gang, if I just paint it all day, I will get bored. So I need something to paint in between. Also on screen. Yep. And I have already made on the Wednesday. It's my that is going to be called my midweek madness. So I'm still thinking about maybe still painting my Escher gang, or maybe the terrain. But I have a big box, a tub, literally a tub, with all my whip not yet completely painted miniatures. I put them in there, really. Oh my god, hello. With all my not painted not finished painting minis. That's definitely. Whoop. Let's get a piece of paper. Let's get a pen. Sorry, a little bit of yeah, bright ideas. Always carry some writing stuff around. Normally we have phones for that, but I know it will take me longer to activate my phone and find the right whatever. Midweek. But my question still stands, Chewy. So if you want to answer, fine. If you are busy already painting, and go ahead. Thank you for the idea, by the way. Well, I have no idea what that Dutch word in English is, but whatever. In fact, it is pick blindly one mini and start painting it. That could be fun for a Wednesday stream or whatever stream. Go. Oh, let's hydrate a little bit. And put that over there. Back to black. With the black that is not completely black. Now I still have the. Maybe I should get another brush for that. I have more all the way to the other, whatever. I'm going to Google. What was I going to Google? I have no idea. Oh, right. No, I'm not Googling. Not Googling. Whoa! And now I know why nobody is reacting. Probably you could not hear myself because this thing was still pro streamer, guys. Pro streamer. That was wonderful. Bravo. I loved that. That was great. That was pretty good. Well, it wasn't bad. Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good. It could have been a lot better. I didn't really like it. It was pretty terrible. Bad. It was awful. Okay. Good, welcome everybody. Woo! Humble John is going to stream, love and follow. Thank you very much. Let's see what have we here. This is the raid. Thank you, Muse's Touch, and she is right back. Okay, thank you very much for the raid, everybody. Chanur, we have Wargaming Recon, a Night Whisper, and Humble John, welcome, welcome. We have Crutix Metal Bender. John the Templar was also present. Welcome, how are you all doing? It's has been quite a show and tell, I see. I will jump on it after I stop with my stream. See what you all had to tell. For those who do not know me, hi, I am in real life, I'm called Roy. Here I call myself, well, to be honest, Muse's Touch started calling me Baldy. Nightwise is not an amazing painter, just like the Bulgy. Whoa, is another amazing painter, just like the Bulgy. That, of course, is fantastic. Yeah, but comparing. Me with Night Whisper. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, no. I'll put down my brush before I. Thank you very much. That's. They are all amazing painters. Every mini painter is an amazing painter. Depending on whatever you want to accomplish with your painting. We all learn from each other. And again, I was trying to introduce myself. Yes, that is my chaotic brain that goes from everywhere to everything. I never diagnosed with HDAD, but maybe it's part of me. Thank you for the bitch. Thank you very much, Wargaming Recon. So yeah, but I definitely have am somewhere in the autism or autistic spectrum, so that's also part of it. I've been painting for over 30 years now. Over 30 years. Mainly also Notorious MK3. Thank you very much. Well, I found Wargaming. Yay! Yes, you did. How are you doing? Yeah, I did find Wargaming too, more than 30 years ago. Thank you very much, Scootish, for that. Yeah, I started with Warhammer Fantasy, mainly. Later on a little bit of... later on also with... my brain is going again, whatever. Whew, yes, I do paint better than I stream. That's so that's definitely something I dare to say about myself. For those who do not believe me, this is how I paint my first tiefling bust. Not my first thing to paint, of course, but good. I'm from the Netherlands. Probably you can hear about my accent, and I. When I am at work, I speak with a lot of Eastern Europeans. I speak perfectly English. When I babble here a little bit, thank you very much. Wargaming Recon. Yeah, and as I said, I am somewhere in the autistic spectrum. Also, my brain works faster than my mouth, so most of the time I can even get lost in my own stories. As long as I know what I'm painting and what I am doing there, then everything should be fine. So, welcome everybody. I will give a few shoutouts. And I don't know, Wargaming Recon and Music Touch is also back. I don't think I can stay long, but wanted to say hi. Well, thank you very much for your hi, and thank you very much for your stream. Great stream. I will look at the last part that I missed on the VOD, and have a great evening. And I will give at least a shout out. Now, most of you do know her, but then I'm at least doing a little bit my part. Here's a touch. Then we also have a hey. Thank you very much, Humble John, for the bits. Oh wow. What was I? A Night Whisper. And I don't know. Wargaming Recon and oh, I will check and Humble John and we, sorry, I'm all those names are really great, and Notorious MK3. Any one of you stream? Let's see if we can see. I am at Wargaming Recon, because then I will definitely give a follow. That looks that you stream, so that is my follow over there, and I will definitely give you a. Oh, I did already a. And so I will give you a. Oh. There we go for Wargaming Recon. And Notorious MK3, not yet. But anyway, in case you are going to do, I will at least give you a follow. And definitely going to. And why not? Hamlet John does not follow, does not stream anymore, but. And thank you for all the bits. No, it's, as I said, started with large armies. And yeah, please follow them if you want to give a little bit of the stream love back. It's free, does not cost anything. Yeah, I started with the big armies, a lot of batch painting. They did not have in those times, we were already glad that they had pre-made washes. In those days, they were called inks. So, in fact, inks and washes, as I am always told, a wash is not a product, it's a technique. And, well, you used washes for that, whatever. I guess there will always be people with pros and cons about everything. But I don't say they are not right. But the main way of... Oh, I really need a... Good. Let's get a little bit of brush care done for this little one. As you can see, I indeed not only think all I don't. Oh my God! How can I make that into a nice sentence? My thoughts are not going. Not only my thoughts going everywhere. Also my painting. If you have a brush that does not needs cleaning, but also needs a little bit of getting a nice point, get it filled with the brush soap. Put it upside down somewhere, and I have a very bad short-term memory, so I put my little soap next to it so I know not to lick it next time. Yes, I am a brush licker. Sorry for those who do not like that. As you can see, this is a clean brush, and I only lick my brushes when they are cleaned. Oh. And Wargaming Week on. Thank you also for joining Discord earlier today. Appreciate. Hey, no problem. The more the merrier. As I wanted to say a few moments ago, but lost track again. I started this whole streaming because I indeed wanted to. Of course, I wanted to share my vision of painting. And how great I am. Well, I have learned. I am a good painter. There are better painters. There are painters who do it differently. But indeed, I just wanted to get a little bit more people to paint, to get to know at least this great hobby. And that you certainly are not in need of always painting whatever others tell you to paint. You have to, if you are painting, paint something you like, the way you like, and if you say this is how I wanted it and that's good, then it's good. And yeah, Discord does help a little bit with that. And yeah, I am right now. I hope I have time to visit your Discord lots of times. I am someone who does post in quite some, at least with a hello in the morning. But I have also, if I have to post all my painting stuff everywhere, then I have to quit my job. Oh, that would be bad. Yeah, because then I don't have money to pay my house and everything else. Especially not all those minis that I still want to buy somewhere, somehow. as I am not really a game player. It's with my bad short-term memory and being absolutely blind to tactics. It takes quite a long time for me to learn a game, to see how the mechanics work a little bit. So I have tried to stay on a few games, but if you play Games Workshop games, you know, somehow every 5 years they change stuff, and yeah, you do not always have to go with that. But yeah, if they have really great new models that you still want to use in your armies, then but they do not fit into my older army. So no, I gave up. Well, not playing all together. I have played a few years ago Warhammer Fantasy Battles again. I am planning on getting back into at least some games of Necromunda. Clutesk, wink at you. I have to. Anybody interested in seeing the Necromunda box, the game, the standard game they have? What was it? 2018. I saw, I believe, on the sprues that they made at least the Delac and Escher minis in that box. So I guess the game is about that from that time. If anybody's interested in that, or even a little comparison about the old and new books. Not that I have all of them, but I know that I have the old and new books over there. In case you are not interested in seeing me painting, or get me to talk about something else. But as we are now with quite some viewers that are also my frequently viewers, I have a few announcements to make, and I cannot do that while I paint. Sorry. I will have to stop painting for the moment, which is great because my black leather paint from Scale Color is done. So I need to put a little bit more in a moment. Because I have been working today on my more or less stream schedules. For the new people among you, I have a very busy job. I do know that I start about 6 o'clock in the morning, but never know when I get home. And that can literally be from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till maybe even 11 o'clock or even later in the evening. That's a little bit of a crazy thing. But so that's why I have mostly only Friday and Saturday streams. I'm still trying to get sometimes a weekday stream in, but you know, if you have to get up at 4 o'clock, and right now it is also 9 o'clock PM here. Anyway, what I am planning, August will be a quite normal stream schedule, so mostly Friday, Saturdays. September 7th, well, back to the start. September 5th, I am streaming and am for 3 years, and I'm also 3 years in Twitch affiliate. I want to do a little bit of a celebration stream. That's why I will not stream on Friday the 6th, but I will stream on Saturday the 7th, an extra long stream. I will start in the afternoon here, Central European time at 4 PM. That's 3 PM in the UK, and I believe 7 a.m. in Eastern, the East Coast of America. Sorry, USA. No, 6 hours. Wait, it's 6 hours, so that's 10 a.m. Oh, that's good to know. I did have my schedule over here somewhere. I mean, it's the East Coast. Yeah, West Coast is -9, so this will be 10 a.m. Good to. You see, that's how my brain works. Wargaming Recon, so sorry, but I need to lurk. Have to get my Kickstarter rewards finished. Oh no. Thank you for the lurk. No problem. Those things are definitely more important than keep this whole chat going. Good. So the 7th there will be a celebrational Twitch stream, longer stream at least. I will also do some giveaways. In the past I did also giveaways for painted minis. I will not do that as I am a really terrible commission painter, but I have some prizes that I will give away. I should not bang my table so hard. And that will be packages of all kinds of minis that I have laying around. Some of them will be partially painted, maybe some will be painted. Have a great rest of your stream. It's game time. Have a great game, Muses Touch. Carol, thank you very much and see you next time. And have a great rest of the weekend. Right after the 7th, my official summer holiday starts. So from the 9th. And I will be streaming even more. I will be streaming 5 days a week. From Tuesdays till Saturday. All about this time, well, a half hour early. So I will start at 8 o'clock. So that it's from the 10th till the 28th. And I will mainly stream how I build and paint my Ashes gang, the Ash Maidens. And I will do some extra terrain building things for Necromunda, the whole thing. So I'm not really going on a holiday. I will, during the day, I will just go out. And the rest of the times I will be streaming at night. At evening. Depends a little bit where you are. Except for the Sundays and the Mondays. Then we have Scaretober. Still a little bit working on that. The one thing that I do know, it is Scaretober, which means I will be do something creepy, something horror-like, something whatever, but something that at least has to do a little bit of horror, Halloween, and that's that kind of stuff. Then very important. From the 14th till the 26th, there will be no streams, as then I have again 2 weeks vacation. And then I will definitely take my stream vacation also. So sorry for that, but by then I do hope that I have everything else in order, as I am still a little bit behind with some of my previous commissions that I still did accept, but never got around to finish them. There we go with a little bit of more black. And now it's back to for the September 7th. You are all very, very welcome to join the stream. I hope I can keep up for make it even a longer stream, meaning even after 10 p.m. as I stream normal till normally my ending time, but we will see. Good. Now I have my black paint, thin it a bit, and as I have said before, I am a better painter than a streamer, and that's in fact all the stuff I had to talk about for this stream. Oops. So if anybody of you has anything to say, to question, to any questions or any topics, I'm very bad at making small talk. I know very little about all the news in the world. I don't watch TV. Not that it is against my religion or anything, but it's just all the news, especially, it's just depressing me. That's why I stay in my workshop most of the time, where I can watch all those nice streams on Twitch, or even those streaming, how are they called? Like Prime, Amazon Prime, and all the Netflix and that kind of stuff. But I can tell you, this bust is the first bust that I did. No, it's not the first bust. Yeah, it's not the first bust that I did paint. I did paint a smaller bust of a zombie. That was a resin bust that I got from a Kickstarter, but it is my first 3D printed bust that I printed myself. For those who want to know, it's from Loot Studios. As far as I know, they do not really sell a lot of minis loose. If you want their minis, you have to get a subscription. It's monthly. They do have really great minis. All the packages they sell are with busts, several busts, scenery, and 20 millimeter models, 28 millimeter models, and most of those have also 75 millimeter models in there. So the same model, but bigger and smaller, for those who want to collect and just paint. And for a little example of that, do I have it? Why not? Because this is the bust of Thevius. And oh, there's my Twitch affiliate anniversary thingy. I thought it was right here. No, yeah, it is. What am I looking for? Not all that. Then it is over here. Yes, I have a few minis here and there, and there and here and everywhere, to be honest. Just for an example, this is the bust of Thevius, and I have also printed the, as you can see, a nice resemblance. The 75 millimeter model. Good. Oh, let's get. I am, as I said, painting the jacket. Outside of the jacket, I'm going to paint black. Did I say that? I don't know anymore. But I'm going to paint it with black leather, which is not exactly black. It's more of a very dark purple, but I do it over a black base coat. So now I'm just putting several layers on it just to get the highlights a little bit out and the very dark recesses keep black. I have been fearing to paint this model for years, especially for the face. When I printed it, the first thing I thought was, whoa, Hellboy! So I wanted to paint it as Hellboy, but then I immediately had something, oh right, yes, red. I hate painting red. Why? Because I had no, at that time definitely had heard of layering but never bothered learning it. As I said, I'm an old school painter and especially batch painter, meaning you paint the whole model just in base colors, slap a nice big amount of wash over it, preferably black or brown. Then you highlight it with the base color or even with just white, add a few details and it's painted. And yes, you can get really great looking tabletop minis out of that. Would I do that with this model? Nope. Nope, that would certainly not work. I know the first time I painted a GW Giant, that's about the same height as the whole model, this model, and the nice pill pot holder is, pill pot model holder. And I did exactly that, painted it in a nice skin color and started dry brushing. Oh my god. Two things. I know there is a difference between dry brushing with when you wipe off the paint on a piece of kitchen paper, which I call dry brushing. Nowadays, most people, especially on those large scale models, use wet dry brushing, which means you don't use paper towel, you use something solid that does not absorb, so you still have a little bit more fresh paint on your dry brush, which looks much better in most cases. I didn't know that at that time. Also never heard of layering or anything, so it was really, let's get that a little bit more to this side. So I learned, yeah, big models are not my thing, especially not with not much detailed surfaces to work on. And also if I wanted to paint red, then you have to highlight it with the same red, but then add a little bit of yellow or white. Hey, why do my reds always look like orange or pink? No idea. And thus red became one of those colors I really hated to paint. As you can see, I have learned a little bit about layering, especially very important with layering. Thin your paints. thinning paints? No, you paint out of the pot. No, you don't. But then also add a little bit of a nice wet palette to it. A night whisper. You can also dry brush with oils. Okay. You still dab off the paint to control how the paint deposits from the brush. But since the paint is still wet, you get a much smoother transition and you can still apply a blending brush too. Okay, nice. Yeah, of course, oil paints do not dry that quickly. So you never get that, never, but you will not get that really chalky color that you get, chalk effect that you get with a very dry brush. Sounds indeed very logical. And that's something that I also still would like to try. Oil paints. I have a brown oil. Oh my god, why do I have so much trouble with that word? Oil paint. Oil. I have an oil paint over here, a brown one, as I am trying here and there to use oil washes. This afternoon I have seen Zombie Sashimi, an Englishman that lives in Japan, really great painter, loves non-metallic metallics, and he is a commission painter. Oh, you know what, why not? One of my favorite streamers. So I hope only I write his name correctly. Yes, that's him. He streams only a few days a week, but a really great, better streamer than I, and definitely for metallics, he's definitely a better painter than I. But he was also using some, had painted some orcs, did apply some nice oil washes, and then just with some sponges and some sorry, but off to bed. Thank you for the stream. See you another time. Hey, no problem. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Have a great sleep. Have a great sleep. I've also been told that many of, not most hobby acrylics use chalk for white pigmentation, which also unsurprisingly can be chalky. I think Monument Hobbies Bold Titanium White does not use chalk, but the actual titanium dioxide. I have, about the chalk I didn't know, but yes, I have, I mean, and for those who do not know, I do have the Pro Acrylic Bold Titanium White. Have not tried to dry brush it by right now, but certainly I'm going to try that now. Not now, but I'm definitely going to try that sometimes. Now I know this. It's the best white I ever used. I have heard a lot of people about it, and it's definitely not worse than any other white paints I have used so far. It's also good for freehanding. I have a few pro acrylic paints, but right now the white is indeed on my straight on my hobby desk, as I have been using it to just for blending and colors, but mixing it in colors. So, but I'm definitely, I have seen, who was it? Was it Ninjon that visited? Also a streamer. You bought some, and that's after I switched to oils. Okay. Yeah, at least one great painter and streamer, I believe it was Ninjon, that visited the Pro Acrylics. Sorry, I always forget. Monument Hobbies. I thought already it's not the name of the company. And they do indeed a lot with real pigments. A lot of companies do buy more at least that is what I heard. Monument Hobbies do make their own paints, although they construct their own colors with clear pigment, with real pigments, and after that they send the color they want back to the company that makes the basic paints for them. So they do not really make the paints themselves, but they do work with a company that does use a lot of original pigments, with a pigment paste, I even believe, something like that. Yeah, well, they do have a bold pyrrole red that I've also gotten to try as well. Very nice red. Okay, sounds good. It's definitely not a red that I have yet. It's also just like Reaper. It's not really easy to get here in the Netherlands. If I order, if I want to order it, I have to order it in Germany, and just like with Reaper, they do not have everything in stock always. So, not to say that that the Pro Acrylics are bad. Definitely not. The paint that I have been using a little bit is great, but I am going to try out the new Fanatic line from Army Painter first, as that's a European company, so it's a little bit easier to get those paints, as I have heard really good stuff about them. And yeah, they are more available here. So it is a little bit of possibility I will at least stop with Reaper. I really hate it to do it. They make really great paints. Love the colors. Love how they work. But yeah, if I really have a lot of trouble getting them, or I have to buy them in America or England and have to buy extra because they are imported, then I have to make a decision about it at some point. But first I am going to try the Army Painter paints first, see how they work. I have a few of them, but just not enough to really say. I cannot even say anything. I've not even tried them yet. It's for those who do not know, the new commas that came with the raid. Yes, I do like to talk about myself a lot. Sorry, but I live in a very small world. I'm glad that I can reach out to you, or you reach out to me, to be honest, so I can have at least a little bit of normal contact with normal people. I bet there must be some good oil paint companies in the Netherlands, given some of the strong history heritage of oil painting. Oil paint, definitely. I'm not sure if they are all suitable for mini painting. I do know that I have one here from Abteilung 502. I speak a little bit of German, so but because this also said it's special oil. My God, why is that word so difficult for me today? Special oil colors for modelers. Was designed to paint all weathering effects in models, planes, or figures. But I use regular artist oil for mini painting. Yeah, normal people, definitely. And I can prove it because when I am at work, I always say, I'm not the crazy one, you all are. Because I'm the only normal one and I have proof. Because I have a horse next to me and nobody of you have ever seen that horse. And it's a magical horse and only normal people can see it. So, and then I just jump on it and through the canteen and that kind of stuff. So, always works. Normal people. If you work in the company where I work, there's only one way to survive, and that's to be as normal as the company wants you to be. And the company is literally those 4 walls with a big fence around it to keep all the people out that want to work there. No, it's I do complain a lot about my work, I know, but there is definitely, as they call them themselves, it's an unique factory, unique company. You don't have much of them in anywhere in the world, I dare to say, and I can definitely hope that they are not. Oh yeah, this is. I am now going to add the next level of going back. Mundanes? Yeah, well, okay, that gives a little bit of a different taste to it, I must say. So yeah, I've painted it. I don't know if you can really see it. It's a really nice matte color from, of course, a scale color. That's what I use for mainly for this model. It is what they call black leather. As I said, it's more of a very, very dark purple. Now I have added a little bit of brown leather to it and a little bit of orange leather to it to see what, in my eye, what I would say would make a great next highlight color. And I am going for the orange brown. Let's see what we can do with it. Night Whisper gonna lurk while I go find some snacks. Oh, nice. We went out for mega Lucario raids at lunchtime when I started watching streams. When we got back, my stomach is up protesting. Lurk away, find some nice snacks and enjoy. And yeah, enjoy. So yeah, now we have, and I do know that if you thin those scale colors down nicely, when you put them on the model, they are quite bright or look a little bit just too much, but they do, especially by the matte effect that they have, they really blend really nicely. So don't get scared at the first stroke you put. Oh no, they are too bright. No, they are not. You have to get a little bit used to the how these paints work. I have always called them a little bit more the professional mini paints. Why, I have to be honest, yeah, just because they have a really nice, very matte finish. Oh, a little bit off screen. Somehow made for me the impression that they were. Calm down, think before you speak, right? And people that use the most of the colors are people who do busts and the really competitive pieces. But that's why I think that it got in my brain like those are more the professional paints. Shanu is heading out. We spent the whole day in Roskilde. Oh, Roskilde. And are really tired. We have a great stream. See you next time. Thank you very much for the popping by and for watching. See you all next time. Have a great rest of the weekend. My problem, as I am going to get into problems later with this, especially with the jacket, will not be the highlights. That's certainly not going to be the problem. The problem will be I am going to try to get a little bit of wear and tear into the model, into the jacket, and when I think about that, I have a picture in my head about a very old cracked leather surface, but have still no idea how to get that onto this model. And sometimes I am just even worse than Duncan Rhodes with his too thin coats. A little bit too true. Not exactly using too thin paint, but just want to get some extra layers on there, just to make the mini look extra good. Well, with a bust like this, that is not a really big problem, of course. I mean, the better it looks, the better it is. But I also have the problem a lot of times when I just painting minis for tabletop. Always that little bit of extra here, a little bit of extra there. And I know I'm not the only one. There are a lot of people who paint minis and always have the problem with their effects. Yeah, they look good, but are not still really finished. Still a little bit of there, a little bit of that. That also makes me a really bad commission painter. I can sometimes paint hours and hours on just one little thing on the mini. Well, hours a little bit exaggerated, but let's see. A little bit of the black, a little bit of the orange. No, too much orange as always. There we go. bit of thinner. This time I should have taken something off. Just before the stream, one of the little tips I can give you, especially with, I can finish a sentence, go on to the next one. Just before the stream, and I want to give you a little tip, if you are working on big models like this, as you can see, I am placing my pinky on the model. If you do that a lot, and especially when you have already finished like the face, and I would touch maybe the face a few times, the paint will rub off at a certain point. So the one thing that I did just before the stream, use a very matte varnish, just a brush on varnish, and put that over his face. It helps with two things, rubbing off the paint, and also if I make a mistake, there is a better, and it dries, there is a little more purpose to, I can remove the paint maybe with a little bit more harsher, like I have a liquid brush cleaner that does dissolve the paint a little bit. Would I use that on a model without the varnish, I would also still take the whole paint off, but varnish does hold up to that little bit of brush cleaner. And I'm talking about the, where am I? Where am I? I am here, I am here, I am here. I mean, this one, this does dissolve hardened paint, but has a little bit of trouble with varnishes. At least a little bit more trouble with varnishes. Also, if varnish, if the paint is not completely dried and you wipe it off with a damp brush, it gets off a little bit easier than just straight off the paint. This jacket is not a new jacket, so I can make it nicely worn. Which means it will turn out to be a little bit more a brownish, dark brown jacket. Then a pure brand new black jacket. All right, that was just at the moment that that you all raided into my channel. I was just going to put my brush down and Google how to paint wear and tear on leather. I completely forgot about that. Not that it is very important right now. I don't think I will get there this moment, or this evening. Oh yeah, I was telling about this bust also. Didn't finish my story. Oops, sorry, that is my microphone, and I count that as a bumps, as I am throwing around stuff, letting stuff drop. I'm going to take another brush, for a very old brush, so I can mix a little bit more paint for this color. And I don't want my expensive brush to get too much paint near the ferrule, so I'm not going to use it for mixing too much paint at once. A bit more. About this model, for those, oops, yeah, it is my this year's community challenge. Carol did tell a little bit about it. This is the second year that I do it, or in fact it is last. It starts in September, so that's almost done. So I have to finish this one, in fact, and see if I can start a new one. No, I'm not going to make that for September, so I will do that another time. As with the channel point rewards, it is possible since about 2 years to make a larger challenge for your community, to bring together a lot of channel points and then do something fun with that. Well, not with the channel points, but so they can do something extra with it. And I thought I had a model of Nagash, the GW model, the newer plastic one, not the old metal one. That would be really a great challenge to paint that up as a really nice model. Although I made a statue out of it, so that looks good. So yeah, I gave my community the challenge of bringing together a couple of thousand fallen hairs, as my channel points are called, and so they had to force me to finally start building and painting that model, and they did. And when I finished that one, it was almost September again. No, not even close to September. Then I gave them a few choices of what to paint. And eventually they said, yes, you paint this nice Hellboy-like tiefling. And then we will spend a lot of our hard-earned fallen hairs on it and make you paint it. And of course, as communities do, they made it. So now I am painting this beautiful guy for my community. And now I think of it, would be nice if I could finish it before the 5th of September. As then I can definitely give it away as a prize. I mean, I would really love to keep it myself. It's definitely something to keep in my own collection, but as I'm painting it for my another thing to think about. This layer is a little bit too thick, a little bit too. It's getting a little bit too brown. Not really bad, but okay, we are going with it. So the next layer of highlights need to be much lighter and only on the very first edges. Very first edges. Yeah, on the very first edges, on the highest edges, the highest parts. This is also one of those things, these are quite large areas with there is a little bit of indentation here and there, so it's not completely even, but they are not really that noticeable as the rest, so giving it a nice highlight that way. It's a little bit of guessing where to make it a little bit noticeable that there is an indentation. Why not? If I would do another highlight with this color, yeah, definitely would undo the whole black, although a dark brown jacket would also be quite nice. As I said, it is a very, it's not a very old jacket in my, how I see it, but at least well used, thus weathered and torn and worn. In many places, so I don't need to have it all really that precisely following the normal finish your thought. The normal way I normally finish with layering, normally I add for one color different, more than just one layer, as I use quite thin paint. And you can, I don't know if you can see it, but as I'm using orange for a highlight color, and these straps for whatever he is holding with it on his arm, the base color is orange leather. It starts quite to look the same, and that's of course not what we want. So I have to start using a much lighter color, definitely a different tone of color, so to say. Maybe if I use white or yellow, see what that gives us. Let's see. Also, I now remember I'm holding the model in the wrong direction. As with a brush stroke, there when you lift the brush from the model, you leave the most pigment. So I have to go from the dark shaded side to the highlighted part. Oops, and I feel some of my I'm still not used sitting more than 2 hours on my kneel stool. Not that my knees have any problem with it, but certain muscles in my leg do. So a little bit of a stretch is required. Oh, yeah, I will do the little, sorry guys. I'm past 50, so sitting too long in one position. Oh, so you can now see my nice geeky t-shirt. Let's get a little bit of real stretching going. And to be honest, I have, since I was 24, I have had back problems. That's also why I use if I can, for painting, this kind of a stool. Because now I make, my problem is that I have, well, whatever, I have to make a hollow lower back, as that's the natural way of your lower back, and that with this kind of a stool that goes almost naturally. But a little amateur pro tip for painters: if you are planning on working for a longer time at your desk, the one thing that I always do, that's now right now on 000, but normally I put 2 hours or a 1.5 hour timer at hand that I activate, and after that 1.5 hour, get up, walk a little bit. You don't have to go into the neighborhood and whatever, but walk a few rounds in your hobby room or whatever room you are in. Walk up or down the stairs a few times, stretch, and then you are good to paint for another few hours. It really does help, especially with things like this mini painting. You are cramping up a little bit most of the time. Since a few years I can feel it when I have been holding models like this all day. I can feel it here in my thumb. So in fact, you have to relax when you hold those things. Yeah, but how can I relax when I'm holding stuff? That's the whole thing. If I could do that and relax the muscles that go with it, that would be really great. Oops, and we have a little part over here that I almost keep forgetting. Now I'm going to try, before I make it too orangey, I'm going to use these 3 paints that I'm now have been using, scale color, from the special wood and leather set. So this is the black leather. It comes with Iroko as a color mainly for the wood paints, for the wood colors, but I'm going to see if I can get a nice highlight color with this yellowish one, or that I'm going to use, where is my brush for mixing, over here, or I maybe even go into a white. Let's see what we can. Still a little bit of the black in it. Give it a little bit of purple in there. A little bit more of the black, just really just a tip of black in there. Well, the purple. Could this color work? There is one way of doing that. Just paint. Let's take, and I'm going to try to make it for the very highest highlights. I am afraid, well, I did say it does get a little bit more matte, more dull. This is literally just a nice little bit of edge highlighting what I'm doing here. So always with the side of the brush. As long as the edge is sharp enough. I am mixing the orange leather with a little bit of leftover of those darker highlight colors, these brown colors that I have used, just to see if those work maybe a little bit better, as I think those with the and I did add a little bit of the pure Iroko to it to give it a little bit of a lighter color. Maybe it is even time to get starting on some irregular more patterns on it. So this is still the no, come on. I have learned that sometimes just, especially when, I mean, leather that it's old and worn, it does get cracks, which means it will not have a nice straight surface. So sometimes just adding little stripes instead of literally layering. To add extra effect to the not so perfect. Now I have to watch out, because if you overdo it, it can start looking like fur. That's definitely something we don't want. It is a little bit too thick. is it better to have a little bit of too thin paint? So not really getting a whole precise oh my god, to make a nice layer is not necessary. Make it a little bit more irregular here and there. It's funny, as I told you all, I didn't want to paint this mini, or at least feared this mini, because it has, because of its red face, it took me less than 2 hours to paint it. I painted also, started with the hair, I painted the horns, not finished yet, but in the same 2 hours as I started with the face. And I had something, the jacket is absolutely no problem. I'm starting to think that the jacket will be a bigger problem than the whole red face. I need to find a little bit of a darker color. That's where a wet palette is really forgiving. Just get the paints really, keep the paints nicely wet. Hence wet palette, really? Yeah, oh, I never knew that. Still quite. No. Adding a little bit of a darker brown mix. The whole thing. No idea exactly why, but it's, yeah. I do know, shadows are a little bit too thick and have no really good. Form the sentence before you try to speak about this. The shadows are a little bit too abrupt. They are suddenly there, so I have a little bit of a shadow color in between the complete black and the brown that I have used over here. I did mix it before, so it's a little bit dried out. I forgot to water my wet palette before stream. I have not. A little bit of the more original. Now, in fact, what I'm now doing is a little bit weird wet blending. That's too thin, too light. think that normally if you have this point over here in a jacket, you will also have a certain highlight coming. Just before it goes into the really dark part. Oh, I'm so good at lining. One of the things that I am planning to do before September, or otherwise in September, I have not really thought about a color scheme for my Escher gang, but I definitely want to use a lot of purple for the hair, red and purple, as they are the ash as in burnt wood. Or burnt whatever. So the hair will mainly be with red accents and that kind of things. But I also, most of the models have a loincloth, and I want to use a yellow tartan for that loincloth, and also if they are wearing armor plates on the shoulders or something, it's I want to at least look it like it's painted on there. On the loincloth I want it to look really like a tartan. I don't know why, but yes, my Escher gang has some more Irish or Scottish roots. Why not? I even try to use Google Translate to translate Ash Maidens into to Scottish. Really nice. I've listened to it for about 10 minutes, how to pronounce it according to Google. Yeah, let's just keep with the ordinary English. That's, I guess, good enough. Or my hearing is just that bad. Oh, that's not something we want. That was a really nice, very broad. This shadow here is a little bit too thick. So I'm trying to get about the same color. I had the same problem with the face at first, and especially he has really nice nice details in the face, all those folds and everything. Why is that shining? Uh-oh, that was an air bubble. Yeah, that's the little bit of a problem sometimes I have with brush on varnish. I think this was a little air bubble. It has visibly solidified. Okay. Well, I do know what colors I needed. It's inside of a nice crack in his face, so I can certainly paint over it. His face, it has really nice deeper grooves in it, some lesser grooves, and when I started painting those, I really took a lot of room for all those darker grooves in his face, and it just looked like a shattered face, like a porcelain face that was shattered. So I have the very deepest and darkest parts a little bit too broad. They should be quite thin. Let's see. Let's do another. Oops, this is almost. As I said, I did not water my palette before the stream, so my colors are a little bit drying quicker than I'm hoping for. In fact, I should be painting it the other way around. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that black back to the orange. Yes. One thing that I have not tried yet is maybe a good idea to do right now. Now I still have the paints out and can still add paint over it. No. You can always paint over it, of course, as long as you don't use too thick paints. Now I'm going to out on a little bit of a limb, I wouldn't say, but let's get a little bit of titanium white in it, smear it out, and let's get a little bit of that black, that leather black that I have here. Okay, and now you can definitely see that it is some kind of a very dark purple. As soon as you add white to it and a little bit of yellow, or at least the Iroko color, it definitely turns into a more of a grayish purple. When I add only the white, it's get almost to a pinkish purple. Because I did want to get a little playing with all the colors. Where could I add? Let's start here under the elbow. Instead of the brown, add a little bit of the white. Let's see what that I have now. That will turn the whole thing purple, of course. Although I did say the colors are a little bit do turn out darker when they dry, but that's definitely not black. So I have to find another way to make this black leather jacket black. As I said, probably this coat will give me more problems than I thought, which is not a big problem. As I just stated, you can always paint over it, which I am thinking about to do. Negro gray, what is this? Graphene gray, a petroleum gray, eclipse gray, which is almost all the same color to me, to my eyes. And we have even decay black, which is, I believe, the base color I used for the whole jacket. To be honest, where is my little, there, yeah, I have my notes in OneNote. Let's see, where is my, no, oh, the Thevius skin hair jacket base color abyssal blue. Okay, it was not even a black. It was definitely a very dark blue. This one. Okay. And I do have a decay black that is definitely a black, but graphene gray is quite. If I would use that one for a, let's see if we can figure something out. We can, certainly. So let's start again. Bertha, I'm going to use the decay black. Woo! Cold air! Hello, welcome! Painted black, yes! Thank you for the badge and welcome in, welcome in! How are you doing? Rolling Stones, yay! That is right, right? It is. I'm not. My memory is really bad, but I believe that was a Rolling Stones. Was it even? Yeah. A door painted black, something like that. Whoo! Sorry to cheer and buy. Oh, I have to go. Hey, no problem. Yeah, thank you for popping by and for the cheers, of course. And yes, it was Rolling Stones. Yay! I remembered something about not painting related. Yay! Good. So now, as you can probably see, the jacket is turning quite brown, and that was definitely not what I wanted. But now I'm going to change to a bigger brush. This one, and let's just. Well, I mean, all those folds are always easier to highlight than all this quite straight stuff. So I'm going to do it the hard way. Why not? I'm going to paint over this part of the jacket with decay black. did I? DK black, yes. I know it said DK, but for me I almost thought, shouldn't it be saying decaying black? I can't get no satisfaction. I already know that. I can't get no. Yes. No, I can't. Yes, I know, but I was. Yeah. Just for you to know, I have. I don't know if you are. Are you on my 550 hours? That. Oh, that's indeed. I am trying to find out about your, as you cannot still not return to your old account, how to in Streamlabs there is a possibility of adding and changing followers and watchers and whatever fallen hairs in the channel points, but I cannot and I do know that people use those also for giveaways. 7 September, September 7th, say it the right way, I am doing a celebrational stream, as I'm 3 years affiliate, and I want to see if I can integrate at least the Streamlabs channel point system into that, as I know that you can also then buy, for example, tickets for your channel points for a giveaway. Oh, as you did see, that's the so it's a longer stream than normal on a Saturday. It's okay. I was gonna save those for those. Was it Chimera? Okay, yeah. Yes, I know it's. Again, I did have a really great work week and almost no painting done. I sent 2 times, one for me, one for me. I thought they were both for you. But I do have 2 Chimera, that's right. And they are still on my to-do list. And you don't mind to, yeah, because I asked you how you wanted to paint them, and you wanted one at least with a red dragon and a black goat head, and one green dragon with a white goat head, or those goats heads otherwise. But we will definitely get together on that. There will be no problem about it. But first I have to put them together and paint them. And I have a few other commissions also still waiting. But I have promised myself that tomorrow wouldn't want to burn you out like poor Tule. Oh, she's overworked even. Oh, nice. No, that's no, I have my my own work for that. That's my painting is pure for relaxing. And also I have still 5 weeks of vacation left this year. So in September I go 3 weeks, and I will be streaming more at that in that month. In October I am going to take 2 weeks completely off, at least off streaming, and just doing a lot of things for myself. Now I am promoted and quit painting. Yeah, your new brush pusher. Yeah. And I immediately said, yes, I want to do that. Bring all that stuff over here. And what is it? Almost a year later. Still haven't done anything with it. Even though it can even go worse than that. Because 2 years ago, I had my first and last Twitch anniversary stream. Somebody wanted me to paint this little guy up, still not finished. Yes, he's absolutely not in a hurry, so that's one good thing. But I want to finish that one at least first, before I start on new work. Also, I have to finish this guy somehow, somewhere, somehow. I'm going to see if I can get with a little bit of black leather. Now, well, promotions are not always good things. I made it to my chef very clear that I'm definitely not a leader type, which means I can tell people what to do at work, but time not the issue. I just want a Roy or two for the display cabinet. Whee! I have a fan. Yes, I have over there, but also over there. Yay! Now it's I did see those chimeras, and I immediately had something. Oh man, I've never painted a chimera. I've looked up some pictures. Oh man, those are really great. But yeah, you know, huh? Oh, you know, life gets in the way sometimes. Unfortunately. Now I must say, the next 3 weeks, as the holidays have started at our company, which means that about half of the personnel is on holiday, and the other half still has to work. I do have a little bit of a oh, that's more of a blue. I have a little bit of a double job to do, unfortunately. Luckily, both of the jobs are I can do in my own tempo. So that's the good thing. Bad thing is probably I will need to work a few hours longer than normal, which is normal at our company. And well, if there are two, make a white goat and a black goat and a red dragon head and a green, mixed it, baby. Yeah, I have we had already half overtime is more unpainted minis. Yay! No, for me it's not automatically that overtime means more money, as I am not going to get my overtime paid out. That's something we can choose. as most of the overtime goes to the IRS, to all the taxes we have to pay, and thus I have decided I want free time for my extra hours. Not that you always can take them up, can take those extra time, but as I just said, I already had 2 weeks holiday. What was it, in April? And I still have 5 weeks left, and then I'm still not at the end of my overtime, and that's only for this year. I am not happy with this whole. What? Let's add a little bit of this into that. Now, I am trying to get a nice highlight color for the whole black leather, but the black leather, as I said, it is a little bit more of a very dark purple color. Texas, yeah. If you got a bike, you should shave and Texas, yeah. Well, I just bought myself a new bicycle, which was very expensive. Alas, I must go. Sorry, yeah, no problem. But thank you for popping by. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for this little chat of us. And to be honest, I have to go also. Have a great night. Everybody else, you know what? Hey, what are you doing here? No. Oh. Sorry. Go over there. Go swim. Let's see if who is online that we can raid. Any ideas? Anyone? I see at least Jimmy the Brush. William Bevel is painting big. Shall we rate painting big again? Yes, I am. Whoa, let's get a little bit of stretching going. Now, I don't, maybe I am a little bit too impatient, but I don't get a response. So let's see, does this work? No. Why can't it's just painting big, right? Painting big. No idea. Okay, I have no. Then we are sorry. Then we are not going to raid. I would say I can give a little bit of a shout out to, and let's see. Why can't I raid? No idea. Go over to that stream, really great. And from Reaper, she made all the paints. She knows a lot about paints and how to use it. I'm going to struggle with my black leather over here while you can watch her stream or whatever stream you want to watch. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And see you all next time. Thank you. Bye. And that's again the